is Kasia, Plannerista 101. So today I'm going to be kind of going over the getting things done method again. It's a method by David Allen. I will show you again how I set up my planner with that method because I know there are some questions, and I will also show you how I have incorporated some of the bullet journal techniques into this planner, so it's one method on top of the other and they complement each other so beautifully that I can't wait to show you. So let's get started. So as I have told you before, this is the diagram I use. It's right in my planner. It's actually attached to my planner normally, and this is the master list or brain dump, also called inbox. There's so many different ways to call this thing. So master list of tasks and anything that you have in your brain. Obviously that brain dump kind of explains itself, where you're dumping your brain onto a page. Inbox meaning anything that's incoming in your brain, or email or actual physical mail, that would be your inbox. So that's kind of how that works. And I just wanted to explain again that an inbox, it's not just for tasks. You would put everything in here. So you would put appointments, you would put tasks that you need to do, you would put things that you need to buy, you would put your wish list, you would put your projects, you would put your errands, you would put anything that's in your brain, anything that you need to do ever that's right now in your brain that you think of or think of down the line, that goes on this particular list. So that's kind of how that would work. And you can decorate this page, you can leave it blank, it's up to you. So here is my master list that I'm working with. I have another one, so I have two of them. This one is the one that I'll be working off of with you guys today. So I'm gonna pull it off, and again, every single week I would go through this and process it, and then you can process it by putting it on lists right now, or you can go through it and pick what you need to do and then go from there. And I'll show you how I process this because I know not everybody was clear. So I have prepared a page for us to work on because I don't want to mess up what I'm doing. So again, this would be, I kind of predated everything for this coming up week and tomorrow. So we have Thursday from the 10th till Thursday the 16th. So there's 8 days up here, and I'm gonna just process all of this. So my first task on this list says clean living room. So let's say I'm gonna clean living room on Friday the 11th, and then clean dining room, might as well do that the same day. Clean storage. And then as I'm transferring each of these items, I'm gonna be checking them off, marking them that they are actually transferred over to an actual action plan. So my calendar with all of the to-do lists, if this is transferred, it doesn't go on any other list because I already have pre-scheduled and I know I'm going to be doing this for sure. And then cleaning my storage. If I choose not to do this for a while, again, this would go on my maybe one day list, and I would put clean out storage. There we go. So that's how that would work, and then I would put an arrow backwards here, and I'll explain what that is. So for me, when I with a check mark. I'll show you what I mean. So I have a legend in my planner on the back, and I so what I do, I just make a sheet and I glue it with tape, and then so I can open while I'm working. And I have made a key for myself. So this is a square and it says task. In this planner it's actually a circle. It doesn't make a difference to me. I don't use circle, triangles and squares. I just use one type of indication of tasks. And then when I have a due date, what I'm gonna do, so let's say I have a task here that I know that's time related, so I'm just gonna find it. Oh, confirm dance class. So I need to do this tomorrow. I have dance classes and I need to confirm my dance class. So I would put a little time mark in here, like that. So it's almost like an L. And it means that there's a timeline that I need to do this by, or it's a due date. If something is important, like let's see, I need to water my plants tomorrow. And if I don't do it, they might die. So I'm gonna mark an exclamation point, and that means that's important. If I ever have a bill that I need to pay, so water flowers we processed, confirm. Okay, I have a baby shower on Sunday. And I need to buy a gift for it, so I would put buy a gift for baby shower. And that would also be important because I am on a time crunch, so that would be like that. But because this is an expense and I need to buy something, I would put a money sign over it. And when I complete this task and it's purchased, I'm gonna put a check mark over it, and it's gonna be sticking out so I'll know that it's done. Let's see. If anything is a question, like let's say I also have a coffee date on Sunday that's not confirmed and we don't know, that would be a question mark, just because that is unsure. I know that I have this plan, but it's not confirmed and it's not set in stone. When I start a task, let's say today I have started cleaning my living room, I'm gonna put a little check like this in my circle. And that's gonna mean that I have started working on that particular task. And then let's say Friday comes around and I won't be able to complete that task. So let me just process all of this and show you how this is going to go. And then we're gonna go through all of the tasks again and I'll show you. So, because I need more tasks to show you all of this. So, Friday, grocery shopping, yay! And dance class. It's at 6 p.m. So that's why I need to confirm it on. So grocery shopping is confirmed, like it's transferred over. And what else do I need to do? I need to buy that gift for baby shower, that's transferred. I need to organize my pantry. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday. I need to plan vacation. So that was up here. I need to drop off shoes for repair. I need to send a thank you note to my trainer. Okay. So we went over what a task is. We went over how I mark something that's due, how I mark something that's important, how I mark something that's not set in stone, how I mark my expenses, and how I mark tasks that I already started. Now I'm going to show you how I mark tasks that are completed. So let's say I ended up watering the plants. It's gonna be a simple check mark and it's done. And then, like I said, I started cleaning the living room, so that gets a slight mark, and that means that started. When it's finished, it's gonna get a check mark. And let's say I'm migrating, because Friday, my doctor's appointment for some reason ran long, and then I got the grocery shopping done and I didn't get a chance to clean my dining room. And I'm gonna migrate that task. So I'm gonna put an arrow forward and then I'm gonna put number 1. And this is the first time I'm migrating this to another day. Otherwise, if you don't put those marks up here, I find, when I started using this method, I wasn't putting any marks up here in particular for how many times I have migrated something. And unfortunately, paper will take anything, and I found myself that the task I was dreading to do was migrated 7 times, 8 times, maybe more. Sometimes I would just skip migrating it. It was not great. This way I'm holding myself accountable to see how many times I'm actually moving and not getting stuff done on a particular day. So we're gonna migrate and I'm gonna transfer this over to the next day. It's gonna say clean dining room on Saturday now. So if I don't get something done on a particular day, the next day it gets a heavier load. Or I could have scheduled this for a Sunday instead, or a Monday. Whatever day it might have been, I just need to hold myself accountable and know that that will be done at one point or another. So that's why that's getting migrated with a number. And let's say Saturday is busy again and I'm gonna be migrating this cleaning dining room yet again for any reason, not sure why. That's gonna get number 2. And let's say I move it to Tuesday, the 15th. And I only allow myself to migrate things 3 times. So by the time this gets the 3rd number, I'm gonna have to, that's gonna become my priority. And I'm gonna have to get this done. Because for some reason, one way or another, for some reason I'm dreading cleaning this dining room and I'm transferring it over and over. So this way I can look back and reflect and kind of hold myself accountable and ask myself, why am I dreading so much cleaning this dining room? This is only an example, but I mean, it's a good one just to show you how that would work. And let's say this drop-off shoes for repair that I scheduled on Saturday. I have decided that the shoes are not worth repairing anymore. For some reason, I looked over them and I thought about it again, and it's just not going to be done because if I do it, I'm gonna do it next year because I don't need another pair of shoes for this season and they're not in style anymore, and I'm gonna revisit this next year. I'm gonna put an arrow backwards, and that's gonna be the 3rd, and that's gonna go on my one day maybe list. So I'm gonna open my list back to one day maybe. And we're gonna put shoe repair. So let's say that I'm supposed to go to this doctor's appointment on Friday, and that morning their office gives me a call and says, unfortunately, Dr. So-and-so is sick and won't be able to make to the office today, and we need to reschedule your appointment. If I reschedule it, I'm gonna put an R. And then I'm gonna move that appointment to a different day, and I'll just put a side note for myself, Doctor sick. And then I know that I didn't reschedule, I'll know that the office rescheduled me. And I'll obviously transfer this to a calendar wherever I'm going to be rescheduling this appointment to. Let's say something is canceled. Let's do that scenario. So let's say for some reason something came up with my family and my vacation will be canceled, and I no longer will be planning for it in any way. All I'm gonna be doing is putting an X in here, and that will tell me that this task is canceled or no longer relevant. And I'm not crossing anything off the list here because I still want to be able to read what I did. And sometimes with lines it's not as clear to read. It still doesn't look horrible. It just has marks on the actual checkbox and nothing else. So this is how I do the bullet journal and a happy planner. I know that bullet journals are great and you have to unfortunately create all of your own spreads, which gives you a flexibility like no other, but does take a lot of time and effort and skill. So let's be honest, it does take a lot of skill. If you've seen those beautiful bullet journal spreads, you will know that they're not the easiest to actually make. So I just wanted to show you how I have combined the getting things done method, which is putting everything on a inbox list and then transferring everything into particular projects, and then how I have incorporated the bullet journal task method with the key in my happy planner, and how these two things for some reason kind of complement each other. So it's, to me, it seems like it's almost another way of completing this whole getting things done, because all you have is lists with getting things done, and then the bullet journal method of tasks kind of gives you the other part of your planning, where you actually hold yourself accountable and you make sure that tasks are done. This key was actually drawn by me, so it's my key, and you could actually make anything you want. If you want your tasks to be triangles, you can. If you want your tasks to be stars, you can do that. If you want your due date to say D inside of the box, you can do that. If you want important to be a moon as a sign, you can. It's completely customizable. This was just very simple and easy to remember for me, and so I've been doing this for quite a while, and I used to bullet journal and it used to take so much time, and then I found Happy Planner and it kind of made everything easier because the layouts were already pre-made for me. So this is, like I said, this is completely customizable. I made my own key. I don't even really whip it out anymore because I have this memorized. It just sits in the back of my planner for reference if I ever needed. And then on this side, I have the getting things done process organize flowchart. So it just shows you how it's done. So if I ever need to reference this, I have actually two separate copies of two different flowcharts. and I keep both of them in here, and I keep, like I said, this little envelope for sticky notes because I like to have them all in one place. And this is my master list and my personal project list, my work projects list, and then I have a whole bunch of other lists. So I have reading lists, project planning, random lists, wish lists, one day maybe, errands list, and shopping lists, and then I keep my months. And with this method, I also keep my expenses in here. So I made a spreadsheet just for my expenses, and I keep it in this planner, and debit trackers and all of that is in this planner. So that's how I plan in my catch-all planner, which is this one. It's the Vintage Botanical Classic Planner. It's my catch-all. Like, as you can see, I don't do any decorating. It's all very straightforward and simple. And then all of the main to-dos and all of the main events of the day go into my vertical, kind of as a memory keeping, because I do keep that planner over the years as a memory keeping, and all of my food and fitness goes into my horizontal happy planner. And then I have another planner for work, for my own business, and then social media planner. So I have quite a few planners, and all of this helps me keep organized and keep everything to where it's supposed to be. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this explained the process a little bit more yet again. I know that the first video I was going through a lot of basics and examples, so I wanted to do a full example of a full week of how I would be doing this. And of course, I would actually sit and process everything. So we have clean the living room, clean the dining room, clean storage, which was deferred, grocery shopping, sell items I don't use, put art on a wall, water plants. So all of this would be processed, whether it would actually go on a to-do list or whether it would go on one of those project planning lists and so forth. Because if I don't pull from my master list, I do pull from my personal project list, which is right here. So it just depends on how much time I have during the week and how busy I am that particular week. And sometimes I pull straight from the master list and I go line by line, or sometimes I process this and put on respectable lists, and then I have enough time, and then I go into my personal projects and I pull more stuff out. So again, it's week to week basis, and this is just my style of planning that I have incorporated into my life, and it seems to be working great for me. And I hope that this inspires you in any way to kind of do the same thing. I know at first it seems like it's so much, but once you start doing it, it makes so much sense that the flow will just come to you, I promise. So once you start doing it, stick with it for just a little bit and see if it helps you. So this is all I have for you guys today. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. This is still a very, very brand new YouTube channel. It's now a week and a half years old. It's so young. It's still a baby YouTube channel. So I appreciate every single one of you guys subscribing. I do appreciate liking and commenting. I do try to answer every single comment or comment back to you guys, so I really do appreciate those. I will do my best to answer any questions that you might have on the bottom below this video in the comments. And again, I will post a close-up of this key on my Instagram, and in my description there is an Instagram link that you can go and follow me, so you'll be able to see this key up close and personal. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!